Hey there, YouTubers. Grimmy Dragon here. We're doing a Grim Customs. Uh, Hopefully not too slipshot style, but yeah, I decided I just wanted to get this done and going. So if you happen to see me on Repro Level's Facebook page, or just follow me on like Facebook or Twitter, you might have seen me post a picture of a breakaway that with a strange head, saying that it's going to be Minerva. And yeah, it's going to be Minerva. I got most of the paint stripped out of it, although obviously I couldn't get it all. The blue and the red on this thing is super stubborn, so I got as much as I could, and I think I got enough where I can work with it. Unfortunately, one piece actually busted while I was trying to do this, a leg. It's this one here. So I got to be super careful when trying to open this one up. You can see a crack in there. But I got it back together, got super glued, so not a total loss. Just, I was holding it the wrong way when I was trying to get the paint off. All in all, hopefully not too bad. Hopefully at least good enough where I can work with it. So yeah, it's going to be my own custom Minerva, and hopefully you'll enjoy it and enjoy watching me do it. Now, I'm just going to start with the white parts, get that out of the way right away. And we're going to start with the cod piece. Now, normally a lot of people will thin out the white paint because it globs real easy, and I have to be really careful with it myself. But just going to give it a good shake. And this may be multiple session just to make sure I get everything right, because you know, a lot of this is going to be tricky. But thankfully I'm not going to be painting on the ball joints, so I have something I can get a good grip on. We're just going to do this nice and thin, or nice and easy, nice and slow. I think that's the word I'm looking for, nice and slow. Just get on there. And if I had to do multiple coats, so be it. But yeah. Because yeah, usually thin coats are better than thick ones. So we're just going to get this painted. And yeah, I'm sure we've all heard about the new God Jinrai set that's been announced, that's coming out in November. That's going to have Jinrai, God Bomber, and Headmasters for Cab and Minerva. And while I do want that set, I do intend on getting it. I'm going to have my own Minerva custom head ready to go, just in case I can't. Because, like I said, I really do want that figure. But if I can't get it that way, I'll get a Minerva my own way. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can understand my sentiments on that. Besides, I kind of want to have Minerva to have a body instead of just being Headmaster. Wouldn't you? Okay. So far, the first layer for this piece is actually coming along nicely. And yeah, I have a feeling I'm going to have to go back and give it another layer, just because you can still see a lot of the blue through it. And yeah, that's to be expected with this kind of stuff. I mean, blue is a pretty dark color. Shouldn't expect it to go through the white instantly. Well, the white to just go on without a problem. So I'm just gonna leave it at that for now. And once it dries, we can go for another coat. Now for a more tricky piece, we're going to go for the legs on Minerva, on her Headmaster. And yeah, while the inner piece is going to, inner part of the legs is going to be black, I'm going to do white around the outside, just to give it that full helmet look when it's in head mode. And I'm not too worried about the thighs because they're going to be white too as soon as one part dries. Because right now I'm using the thighs as the means to hold it. So yeah, we got that part in, but we got that still black. And that's pretty good. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And I think that'll be it for the white parts for the moment. Because we're probably going to be using the white again later. And yeah, I'm just using rubbing alcohol for I'm just using rubbing alcohol to clean my brushes with. Probably should be using turpenoid or something, but I'm just going to go with what I have available to me. So, I guess we'll get the chest piece out of the way, and yes, I'm aware of Shapeways. They got certain types available for it, for a new chest piece, but I'm just going to go with the stock for now, because I can always get the Shapeways piece later if I decide this isn't going to work. I'm just going to take this red, just going to paint it on pretty much part of it. And it's a different color red than what was on Breakaway to begin with. Not to mention, I'm going to be putting this on a different pattern than what Breakaway had. So, there's definitely going to be a difference. Still, it's got to be done carefully so as to not go out of the position I want it in. And red's not going to be the only color I paint this, because I don't have much choice the way the old paint wouldn't come off. And I know it's not going to be like the perfect G1 representation of Minerva here, but it's still going to be pretty good. Just working with what I got here. And you know, that's something to be proud of, just working with what you have to make something nice. Because yeah, Shapeways does make some great custom parts. They made a Minerva head, chest, like the whole bit. And I'm sure some of you seen the custom Minerva I did with the Generations Nightbeat body and the add-on parts for that. And that turned out well. The only reason I'm really doing this is because I kind of want to have a full-on Headmaster Minerva. And I did just think of another piece that I could have done the white with, but that can wait. It's not going to be the end of the world. And yeah, I'm just trying to get the details in just right. I probably got someone upset that I'm taking paint directly from the bottle instead of trying to thin it. But, you know, that is what it is. And my hand's starting to cramp up. But yeah, that looks pretty nice. So we got the chest plate. And the lucky thing is, with Minerva, it's not like you have to really do a whole crazy amount for it. I can just go by I'm looking at artwork and figure images for Minerva from like the original G1. So I can get this right. The only thing I'm not going to be able to add on is the red cross or the Autobot symbols. And I tried that. I tried the red cross with the Nightbeat Minerva, but you know, it didn't turn out quite as well as I would have liked it. So I'm just gonna go over these parts, just try to get that stripe in. Because the bottom of the vehicle mode did have a red stripe. Here I am going over what's supposed to be the unpaintable plastic. And it seems to take paint just fine. And final stretch. Just want to make sure I get this on right. Yeah, just a little bottom trim. Nothing severe. And really, this isn't going to be too difficult. It's just trying to get the right spots. I think the hardest part will probably be the head mode itself. Luckily, Minerva isn't generally the most complicated of paint jobs. So, yeah, not too bad. Okay, and that looks pretty nice. So yeah, that works. Although yeah, let's just bring this out a little more. There we go, much better. And yeah, going to do that a little more evening out on this one. There we go. Okay, so front of the car. Okay. It's interesting. Excuse me a sec, I'm trying to check. Because it seems there is a red spot on the front hood for Minerva. hoping to find like an animation model of the car. But seems I might just have to just give my own thoughts on it, and yeah, I'm fine with that. And I got an idea. So here we have the front of the car. Now, due to plastic differences on the G1 toy, just going based on what I looked up a second ago, there was a red spot on the G1 car just in front of the windshield, which would be right where I'm painting right now for this one. Basically, Breakaway had a gray engine block for this, so me painting it red is actually not a bad idea. I just gotta do it carefully, make sure I keep it in like a set line. I also want to paint this gray bit here. Yeah, and as you can see, that's coming along nicely. And yeah, I'll say it again, this is not the most complicated paint job. Just trying to make sure I get there right. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Probably not the best here. And I definitely got a little over. But yeah, so far so good. It's not perfect, but it's workable. And now the front bumper, which is going to be done in red as well. And yeah, it's not going to be the last thing I painted. Not like last bit I paint on this thing. Just want to get this part on there. Yeah. There we go. Trying to match that up. And yeah, it is 11:30 at night on a Saturday. Luckily I'm off tomorrow from work. And as far as reviews go, I am halfway through God Bombers review. Taking a little longer than I thought. Because I'm doing this like kind of like the old way I used to do videos, where I'd actually write it, do the audio recording, and then take like either pictures or video footage, a little bit of both. To actually get a better quality video. And hopefully it'll show when I actually get around to finishing it. It's going to take a little time. Hopefully I'll try to get it done tomorrow, but I can't guarantee anything. There we go. So far so good on that. And now we're on to this part. Oh, fun fact. This is actually molded in smoky gray. They actually painted red around it. So yeah, it's actually done in smoky gray, so it's good to know. Now, this part, okay. For this, I'm going to be a little more creative, I hope. Because usually the stripe will go from the bottom all the way up the back rim and to the spoiler. We'll start by painting the spoiler red. And then we'll just, there is a line, well, and I overshot what I was supposed to do, but no matter, this will work. Actually, okay, as you can see, I'm trying to depth what I was originally planning. Wrong way that I actually did it. Because I kind of botched this one a bit. But I think I managed to do a recovery here. Okay, may not be the most perfect, but I think that will do. Of course, there is the matter of the tail light. Because if you're gonna do a custom, you may as well go all out. There we go. And I'm probably going to pick out the other piece in like a yellow. Yeah, so far so good. But we're not done yet. Because Minerva has red thighs. And I'm going to give her red thighs. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, so far so good, but there's one more bit of red to put on this side. And unfortunately this one may require a second coat. Second or third coat. Didn't realize how thin this red paint was. Okay. let's see. Okay, so far, not bad. There's going to be other colors involved for this side, but we'll get to those later because I still got another piece to do in red. Whew. And that's this one here. Here we go. I want to make sure I'm on camera while I do this. I'm probably going to go back and make another adjustment. To the other one. Because I kind of made a mistake here, but not the end of the world kind of mistake. Yeah, there we go. Before I do anything else, a little bit more here I want to do. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so next up. Okay, kind of. Okay, that should correct that at least. Okay, there we go. Now the thighs. Now, unfortunately, just judging by the way things are going, it's probably going to be for the best if I try to prime the Headmaster for what I'm going to do with it. But that can wait just a little bit longer. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably could have primed these parts too, because that blue is showing through pretty bad here. I'm probably going to have to do another layer or two to bury it. See. Okay, that should take care of the red parts on this one. Good. Get these. Okay. Yep, there we go. Yeah. And that should take care of that part. Give those a little time to go. Take what I'm going to use for the head, which was off of Taro. I'm using a combination of a Taro and a Grax head for, well, Taro and Grax Headmaster. I was originally going to just dye this thing, which which I probably should. Consider, because this is probably when I go through it real quick. We'll just set that down for now. Clean this out. Ah. Okay, knocked something over by mistake. Okay, so let me just prime the chest and some of the arms. I'm just going to prime them with a little bit of chrome silver, because this stuff goes on nice and thin. And it just primes everything so well. Brings it all out with a shine. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that there. Now the arms are going to be the tricky part, because part of the arms I want to keep black because, you know, there we go. Just want a little silver in there. Not a whole lot, just enough to separate what will be the arm from what will be the gun. Well, what will represent the gun. Okay. Now there are some other things I want to paint silver. Like the rims of the tires. Or the rims of the wheels. Okay, get that down. Yeah, with the little bit of work, these rims will look good. Yeah. Go. More. See. Okay. And one more. And there we go. The rims are done. Now, I give it credit for one thing. Some of the paint dries quick, which is good. I'll be able to apply second layers real quick here. But for now, just gonna add a little silver to midsection. That'll help deal with the maroon that's left on there, as well as add a little pop to her. There we go. That actually does a good bit. else I want to add that silver to? Not that I can think of offhand. Well, if I think of something. That's probably not pleasant. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, if I can think of any other place that needs some silver, I'll place it on there. In the meantime, I think this piece is about ready for a second coat. So let's see if that helps. And yeah, it's looking a lot better this time. Still not perfect, still probably needs a third coat. Okay. Yeah, you can see it's having a positive effect. And once again, another coat might be required for this particular piece. We will see. Yep. Okay, but that's it for the second coat. Well, I'm thinking about it. Let's just do the helmet for her face. Okay, well that's a good first coat for that. I'm gonna wait on that part right there. Okay. Or I try to get onto a second coat of red on the shins, because that seems to be the only place that needs it. There is a couple more colors I want to put on the back of the car. Particularly this nice little metallic blue. Before I shake well before use. But this should get me some nice results for in here. Come on. Okay, so that takes care of the side and back window. Now since the window becomes the shin on the... You know what? No, I'm not going to do it like that. I got another idea for that one. So that takes care of that one. And yeah, I know this is probably not going to be the most perfect Minerva ever, but that's fine. It's going to be my Minerva body. It'll be workable. And you know, it'll display nicely, which is what I want. Okay, so that takes care of that part. Next up, there we go. One more. That looks good. Okay, let me just find my... This is coming along nicely, which I'm happy about. Now, I think we're ready for more red. Okay, so let's see if this second coat will do the job. Looks good. Looks very good, very promising. Just hope I didn't lay it on too thickly. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. It's annoying because every time I try to go over it a second time, it seems to take more paint off than I put on. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. I think this one is ready. Yeah, the red is going nicely. Fortunately, it's hard to get to a point where I can put the other side proper. Okay, it's good. Next up, get a little bit of the arm in. And then we'll do the other arm. Okay, so that takes care of that one. Yeah, and that looks like it's coming along nicely. Okay. Question is, how do I get a grip on this one? Alright, so this is going to be the tricky part. Okay, so there's that. Probably have to go over to white again, which I'm expecting because, yeah, it's not exactly going to be the easiest thing. So far, I might just wait on the white. Keep doing that. It's too easy to put my arm right in front of the camera. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, getting there. Now, the next part should be interesting. Because this pretty much just involves the back legs. Although I can think of one more area where I can use the metallic blue. But this is going to the back. Okay, good, the thighs are. because there are two places where I could stand to add a little more of a dark color. Fortunately, I'm going to have to mix this up a little bit better to get the color right. But this will kind of just add my own touch to the toy by just adding a little bit of an unexpected color. And yeah, I'm using a gunmetal gray here for the backs of it. Again, to hide the old colors that this toy was painted, and just to add a personal flair to it. I think it does the job quite well. There we go. But there is another spot where I want that color, now that I think about it. Well, I thought about it before, I just hadn't really went on it just yet. Because I was originally planning to put these in that metallic blue, but I think the gunmetal will do better. Just going to add that. Basically, it'll break up the white a bit more. Just enough to really help the figure pop some more. Yeah, there. See. And there we go. Looking pretty good. And that does look nice. I think it's about time I got to the next coat of white on the white parts. Yeah, did it, doing it again. Sorry guys, I have that habit. Don't mean to. Let's see. let's just go in. Add another layer of white. Okay, so yeah, that looks good. I think that's ready. Okay, so I'm gonna add another coat to the backs of the legs, and then I can worry about the thighs, which are also going to be white. Luckily, this one looks like it only needs 2 coats, so that's definitely a positive. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. Yeah, I know that the face is supposed to have that like orangish yellow look to it, and I'll be adding that a little later. As soon as the paint dries a little bit on this particular piece. Okay, so yeah, that looks like it's turning out well. Okay, so that turned out nice. Gotta let that dry a little bit before I can turn my attention to the Headmaster's thighs. But yeah, I'm almost done. Well, at least with the body. So a couple little things I want to do. First of all, the front wheel, like the front headlights. Okay, so not too big, not a lot of room to work with here. Okay, so yeah, we got the headlights in. Ah, so that's all the front I think needed. So we're actually getting pretty good. Though I just thought of a place that could use a little more. I could actually use some of the white. Just got to get that. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so we got that. This one in the same way. There we go. Takes care of that. Okay. Let me just get, if I can dig up the proper. What? No. Ah, here we go. Turn signal amber, which is going to be for turn signals. Big surprise, right? Could get that mixed up. Now if I can. This will also be a really good paint for the face. So let's just start with the turn signals. And that looks nice. looks pretty good as well. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Okay, so this is actually going to be the trickier part because I don't want to be really touching the head too much. Do this. And here's why I didn't want to be touching it. It's still a little too wet to be touched. So I might have to go back with the white a bit more. But the turn signal yellow is on there proper. Looks good. Definitely has Minerva looking, looks like Minerva. Toothpick when you need one. Okay, so okay, that didn't work. So let me see if I can get this to work with me. See if we can get this to paint the white on the thighs. This is probably going to be looking pretty odd from anywhere but the front. That's okay. Hopefully these legs won't stick. Yeah, we got the thighs. Okay, so There are some minor details left, mostly on the faces, but a lot of those gotta wait till like tomorrow. Because a lot of this has to actually simmer. Let's see. I got any. So, yeah. I think I'm going to be giving this a little bit of a rest. We can reconvene in the morning. And hopefully get this done. So, till then. Okay. And we're back. So I've had these sitting overnight. I took the time to actually do some of the detailing before I went to bed. Like I put in the little face on the Headmaster, as well as the face on Minerva herself, which is pretty nice. As well as a couple little details like the fists and the feet. But without further ado, it's time to reassemble her. And see about getting this put together. See how it looks. So, we'll get started. Are these completely identical, or is there something? Looks like they are completely identical. I'll find out if I'm wrong soon enough, I'm sure. Okay. And yeah, I went for a gunmetal gray on the fists. Because she is depicted with black fists on the, or black hands on the show and on the original figure. So it makes sense that I do the hands to match. Okay, so let's see. Got the feet done. And I probably need to go back and redo that arm because it does look a little off. But for a moment, we'll just fully assemble the Headmaster. Okay. But, yeah, here's Minerva. Not looking bad. And head mode looks pretty solid. So we have that. Okay. So, let's just get the waist. Got the legs. And good. And just get the body. Together. Yeah. Screw these in. And it's still just about 7 a.m., so it's still early.
I'll see you later.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, we're getting there. Next, the shoulders, which might be a little trickier. Because of the way the come on. Okay, that one doesn't seem to want to move. It is. There we go. Sometimes it pays to have a second screwdriver handy, just in case the first one doesn't want to work with you. And yeah, they can not want to work with you due to a stripped screw or just bad placement. Come on. In this case, might be a combination of both of those. Okay. Okay, that takes care of that part. Last but not least, well, not quite last but not least, but next up would be the chest. Okay. It's in. Ah. Now, put the arms on. Yeah. That's looking pretty good as it is. Of course, we gotta put that hood on. Yeah, looking quite nice. So as you see, we got Minerva in her robot mode. Fairly strong. Yeah, she's looks a little muscular. That's the mold. Nothing I can really do about that. But all in all, it actually does a good job of representing the character. So for robot mode, I'd say we have a success. So we'll take the guns off. Because oh boy, does she look different than Breakaway does. Hard to tell that this originally was him. And that's pretty impressive. But I guess we should look at vehicle mode. So, take the head off. Transformer. just pop Minerva in there. So you see that she does fit still. And all in all, I'd say this was a successful custom. Now, I want to get some of those, I would like to get some Autobot symbols on red crosses for her arms, like for the sides and for the front, but since they don't make them just yet, I'll have to wait on that. I might just get some regular Autobot symbols in the meantime, see if I'm putting them on, especially get one for the front, but that can wait. I suppose I should transform him and see how the vehicle modes compare. Okay, so, yeah. Quite a difference, huh? Quite a difference indeed. And yeah, I'm quite happy with it. So, hope you've enjoyed the video. Hope you've enjoyed the journey with me. And I'll see you next time. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. So, until next time, goodbye out there, whatever you are.